Of course, you've clicked on this video because you want to see the real reason why Arsenal have signed Riccardo Calafiori. But before we get into the video, please remember you like, subscribe and comment with the notification bell turned on, and let's get into it. So, Arsenal have completed the signing of Riccardo Calafiori. Now let's talk about Calafiori, because this player is an amazing player in my opinion. I believe he's about 6'2", but he's a complete wing back / central defender. The first thing you think of with Arsenal is versatility. Arsenal had a lot of injuries last season at the back line, with also Tomiyasu being injured and going to the Gold Cup. But let's talk about Calafiori. So he's very versatile, as we know, but some of his key attributes which I've highlighted is he's a comfortable player on the ball. He's very, very good at passing the ball, but he's superb defensively. But one of the best things for me is that he's fantastic at running with the ball. Prime example, what he did for Italy: picked up the ball, ran, put the Italian player in, and he put a top corner, and that sent Italy into the next round of the Euros that has just been played. But for me, honestly, I believe that he's going to be the Zinchenko replacement. He's 22 years old, so he's still fairly young, still got time for growth under Mikel Arteta. And he's just perfect for Arsenal. I honestly think he'll fit them like a glove. He's technically very, very good as well. I think Mikel Arteta does look for technically sound players. Obviously, Mikel Arteta has had the best defence in the league last season, so he wants to obviously build on that, and I think Calafiori is the right step. Obviously, he pretty much can play everywhere, let's be honest. I think he would do his job at right back, but he can definitely do a job left back and also centre back. He's very physical as well. You're going to need that in the Premier League, but you're also going to need that in Arsenal's defence. I say he's got a bit of height in him as well. Key point I mentioned before, that Arsenal have had a few injuries last season. Obviously Zinchenko, Timber, Tomiyasu. So now they've got Calafiori to come in as well, who can also play on that left-hand side instead of Kiwior playing there. Because I think he's levels and levels above Kiwior. I think Kiwior's a good player, but I just think Riccardo Calafiori, I think Arsenal have done magnificent to get him. And I think he will be starting for Arsenal. I can see a world where it's going to be Ben White, obviously Saliba, Gabriel and Calafiori. But obviously they'll be able to rotate, they'll be able to play Timber in there as well. Zinchenko will probably play a few games as well, and Calafiori might step in centre back one game as well. So I honestly think he's the perfect player to come into Arsenal. He can do a bit of everything, and I think the way Arsenal play, it'll just suit Calafiori well. He has been well travelled. He's played in Italy before, obviously, he's also played in Basel, I think, and I think that's in Switzerland. And one of the main reasons why this deal's been a little bit slow is, of course, he played in the Euro, so he needed his holiday. But Basel had a 50% sell-on clause, so now they are negotiating 50% sell-on clause to do it in payments, or probably trying to see if they can get that 50% a little bit lower. The time I'm recording this, he hasn't signed, but I believe by the time I put this video out, it's probably done. Fabrizio Romano has put, here we go. So it is confirmed pretty much, because you know that man literally knows everything. Calafiori announced himself to the world in the Euros, I would say, definitely. He was Italy's best player by far, and he was literally, as I said, the reason Italy got to the knockout. I mean, he picked up the ball, drove, put a pass through, and the Italian man bent it in the top corner, and that sent Italy through to the next round of the Euros. In a poor Italy side as well, he was the shining light. The deal's meant to be 40 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons as well. So cheap, very cheap. I don't know how that works out in pounds conversion. I think it's about 35 million pounds up front, I would say. Don't really know the conversion, as I said, but of course Calafiori was a part of that incredible Bologna team, and him and Joshua Zirkzee, who I made a video on about yesterday. If you want to press up there, the video will be there. They led Bologna to the Champions League, and now Arsenal fans are probably wondering, and worldwide fans will also be wondering, can Calafiori lead Arsenal to the Premier League or more? Let me know. So if you believe so, please like, subscribe and comment with the notification bell turned on, and I will see you in the next one.